What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back with my 2022 Rivian R1T Quad, and we're back because this thing has an appointment today at the Rivian Service Center in Oklahoma City. So I decided it's time, and I'm paying out of pocket for a complete checkup on this thing. I want everything gone through. And that's going to cost me, I think, around $250 to have it completely looked over. It also has a recall, apparently, for bolts that attach the rear suspension to the chassis. And that recall is very important because those bolts are notorious for snapping. And then apparently the wheels just kind of go whatever direction they decide to go. So it's going in for that recall. Also, you're supposed to have your brake fluid flushed every 3 years. Well, this is a 2022. It is now 2026. So I don't know the service history on this, since I am not sure if the brake fluid has been flushed or not in the past. I decided to go ahead and opt to have that done today. That's probably another $250. I'm going to have them change the cabin air filter while they're in there. I'm going to have them replace the windshield wipers while they're in there. It's kind of expensive. Windshield wipers are like 30 bucks a piece. With installation, it's $80. I could do it myself, but I figure it's already there. Cabin air filter is like $35. Now, other than the recall, the main reason I'm taking this thing in is because Carvana had told me that they offer a warranty. Now, not a paid warranty, a free warranty that comes with every vehicle you purchase from them. If Rivian finds anything wrong with this, Carvana is supposed to pay to fix it out of their pocket. So Carvana's complimentary warranty is officially called the 100-day, 4189-mile limited warranty, and it's administered through Silver Rock and included with most used cars sold through Carvana. It covers engine failures, transmissions, drivetrains, steering components, suspension failures, AC and heating failures, electrical failures, mechanical breakdowns, roadside assistance, rental car reimbursement. It does not cover cosmetic issues, tires, brakes, wiper blades, shocks and struts in most cases, oil changes, oil filters, spark plugs, tune-ups, aftermarket accessories, blah, 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 blah. The shop must usually call Silver Rock for approval. Guess what? If they find something wrong that needs to be replaced that I feel like is under warranty, I'm going to tell them to go ahead and fix it. And I'll deal with Silver Rock on my own. It says using an in-network repair shop generally lowers estimates and deductibles. Well, here's the thing. It's a Rivian. I don't know how many repair shops there are out there that are going to offer repair services for this, but I'm thinking probably not a lot, especially here in Oklahoma. So it's no secret that this is my overall favorite vehicle. And I've got a lot of cars. I have over 15 cars, all of them gas, except for generally the 24 Dodge Charger Scat Pack Daytona EV and the Tesla Model X 90D. Everything else, probably 15 cars, all gasolines. I absolutely love gas cars, but I love this because if I had to pick one vehicle out of my entire fleet, and that's the vehicle I had to live with, it would be the Rivian. And I've heard other people talk about how much they love the Rivian. The Rivian's such a great car, great truck. And I was like, yeah, okay, fanboys, I get it. No, actually, now that I own one, I guess I am a fanboy. At least I'm going to come off sounding like one. It's not that I'm a fanboy of the brand. I really could care less about brands, all right? I am not a brand loyal person. But if I find a product that genuinely works like it's supposed to, that I love, I will stick to that brand, but I'm not loyal to that brand. You understand? I'm not loyal to the brand to a fault. As if something went wrong with the truck and Rivian was like, yeah, screw you, we should take care of it, we're not going to. No, I am no longer loyal to the brand. I will switch if you treat me wrong. So it's not that I'm loyal to Rivian. This is my first one. But after owning it for, I think I've had this about 2 months now, it does everything, and it does it so well. I couldn't imagine being stuck with one vehicle for life unless it was this one. If you want a race car, you got it, man. Put this thing in sport mode, and this thing is a rocket ship 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. All right, it's got like 900 and something horsepower, 850 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive. It can tow 11,700 pounds, payload 1,700 pounds. It's so versatile. It's got rock crawling mode. It's got drift mode. It's got race car mode. I mean, this thing can literally do everything, and you do it in such quiet, comfort, and luxury. I could not imagine picking any other vehicle out of my fleet to be my lifetime vehicle other than this Rivian. Now, that may change later today when I get the bill from Rivian. This is my first time going to a service appointment, and I've said many times, oh, electric cars, you don't have to worry about maintenance stuff. And generally speaking, you don't. But this is one of those every 3 years. Go in and get the brakes flushed. Make sure your filters and your wipers are all good. And just overall, a general checkup. And the reason I got this so cheap was because it had 70,000 miles on the odometer when I bought it, which means it is out of warranty. With the exception of the battery and all 4 motors and whatever other related components to those, there is no warranty. But the warranty on the most expensive stuff is still here and valid for 8 years or 175,000 miles from the original date of purchase. So this is why it's important to get this thing into service while I barely have the Silver Rock warranty on it still, because I put some serious miles on this, and that warranty is going to be going out the window here really, really soon. So today's going to be interesting. It is my first time bringing the Rivian, or any Rivian, to a service center, and we're going to find out what the experience is like, and at the end, we're going to find out how much this bill is going to be for. So let's get down to Rivian, and let's see what happens. So welcome to Rivian. There is nobody here. Oh, they manufacture the Amazon trucks as well.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, this is nice. There's literally nobody here. Okay, this is going to be a different kind of experience for me. I'm used to going to Tesla, and they are packed, and it's hard to even get somebody to talk to you because they're just so busy. And over here, we got a Silverado EV. Man, I do like the Silverado EV. Okay, enough wasting time. I'm 8 minutes late. Let me get in here, and let's see what we can get figured out. All right, so we have left the Rivian dealership. They just called me and said that it's probably going to be close to the end of day before they're finished. But here's the interesting thing. There was nobody there. That giant warehouse facility, nobody there, and the people are super friendly and polite and welcoming and willing to do just about anything to make you comfortable, even asking what station I would like to listen to for music in the building. And I'm like, I'm not used to this. This is next level service. And then she said, hey, if you'd like, I can give you $150 in Uber credits and you can go run around all day until we're done here. And I was like, really? $150 in Uber credits? That's okay. I said, yeah. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to come out here to Insurance Auto Auctions and make some money and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to make some videos for you guys over here at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City. And when we're done, we're going to flip and go back to Rivian, and we're going to see what the damage is and if they found any issues with my R1T Quad. All right, are you guys ready for this? Because I am not. I am very concerned right now. So they did all the work that I asked them to do, including the maintenance inspection, where basically they take the under trays off the car and they go through everything to make sure everything is functioning properly. And unfortunately, I would have never known. I would have never known if it wasn't for them doing this, that there was anything wrong with this truck. I've been driving this truck. I've put a couple thousand miles on it. It's been great. I haven't noticed anything wrong with this truck, aside from the things that I addressed with them, which was my door handle on the outside squeaked a little bit when you would open it. It ended up costing me like $160 for them to take the door apart. They basically took the handle apart, lubed it up, and put it back together. Now it doesn't squeak anymore. So the air filter replacement, which is the cabin filter, ended up being $48.64. I had them do the toe link to knuckle fasteners. That was a recall. That didn't cost me anything at all. And then next we did a brake fluid flush. It's due every 3 3 years on these. I don't know if it's ever been done. It's a 2022, so I said, let's go ahead and get that done as a preventative maintenance item. It cost me $266.81. That's for the complete flush and bleeding all brakes at the four corners. Wiper replacements, no big deal. I mean, it's a lot of money. I could have done it myself. Honestly, $86.38 for windshield wipers. That's a little on the steep side, and that's just one of those, while you're in there, go ahead and do this because I'm too lazy to do it. I so could have done this myself. Next, the comprehensive inspection ended up being $210. Then the door handle that they fixed was $126 is what it was, for a total balance of today's bill of $737.83. Whoo! Listen, yes, it was a lot of money. The first time I took my Ram in for service, that was just the first time, first oil change. You do the oil change, which it takes a lot of oil. It takes a specialty oil, but you also have to do fuel filters with it as well, both of them. My first time at Ram, rotate and balance the tires and everything, it was $900 at the Ram dealership for my first service. This truck went in after I assumed in 3 years it hadn't had any maintenance. CarFax doesn't show that it's had any maintenance, so I just assumed in 3 years it's had no maintenance other than tires. I went in there, I said, check the alignment. Alignment's good. The tires are obviously good. I had them go through and completely go through the whole thing, and in 3 years, it was $700. Okay, I'm going to take that all day, every day. Caveat, I've got a new set of bills here. Remember that comprehensive maintenance inspection I asked them to do? They did it. And this bill is not so good. And this is the scary part of buying something like this outside of a warranty. Okay? There are no warning lights on the dash. I've never had any warnings at all pop up on the dashboard of this thing. It runs perfect. It drives perfect. I've had it into the triple digits, and it's perfect. Not a problem. Until they decided to take it apart and do their comprehensive maintenance inspection. And here's where we're at. Are you ready for this? Because I'm not. During inspection, found driver rear damper leaking. Do you know what the rear damper is on the driver's side? That's the strut assembly. Now, I thought this thing utilized air struts, but it looks like this is actually a hydraulic suspension, which would put it on par with the top-tier Mercedes-Benz. All right, like, I thought for sure this was an air ride. According to this, fluid leak. They found a fluid leak and investigated and found that the hydraulic strut is leaking on the driver's rear side. You know how much a strut is for this? One strut is $1,180.09. Then there's a hydraulic line O-ring spacer for $6.30 and an O-ring stem for hydraulic lines at $7.70. So the labor for this is $619.50. The total for one leaking strut, $1,813.59. During inspection, they found the passenger output seal leaking. That is a seal on the motor itself, on one of the 4 motors that drive this entire vehicle. That is under warranty because, like I said, anything relating to the motors or the battery is under warranty on this for, I think it's 8 years or 175,000 miles. I have a ton. I have 100,000 miles of warranty and another 4 years, I think, of warranty left on this. So that's not a problem. That's on them. They're going to fix that for me at cost. At their expense, I should say. Next, we're not done. You thought we were done. We're not done. Damper on the rear right-hand side. During inspection, rear passenger damper leaking. We've already been through this. You know what the total cost is? $1,813.59. Now, that is a lot of money for a strut assembly. But I want you to think about this. If you went to the Mercedes-Benz dealership to have them do this on your S-Class, okay, you would not be walking out of there paying $1,800 for the strut assembly, the labor, and the accessories to put it all together. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen for $1,800. So while, yes, it is expensive, You're getting a Mercedes quality ride from this, but without the Mercedes price tag when things go wrong. So yes, out of warranty, this sucks because the parts come out to $2,388.18. Labor, $1,239. After taxes and everything, you're looking at $3,627.18 to have the rear two dampers. I call them struts. The rear two dampers replaced on this. Here's the kicker, though. This vehicle, every vehicle sold through Carvana, comes with a 100-day, and it's some weird number like 4,189-mile worry-free warranty, which means aside from traditional wearable items like windshield wipers or probably brake pads, tires, things of that nature, they're supposed to fix anything at their cost. On their dime, I should say. At their expense. I shouldn't have to pay for anything because I've only driven this thing maybe 2,000 miles and we're well within the 100-day warranty. So the kicker here is, though, struts can be considered a normal wear and tear item, right? They're struts, they're shock absorbers, dampers, whatever you want to call them. Regular wear item. It's a consumable. But it also says that they cover suspension components. Well, you could also argue that suspension components are wearable items, or tie rods and ball joints. These things are wearable items. So if they're going to take care of those, will they take care of $4,000 worth of dampers on the back of this? Or will they come back and say, that's a wearable item, and that $4,000 bill falls on my shoulders? See, the idea was getting rid of the Ram, saving money on the monthly payment, saving money on the overall cost of the vehicle, because the Ram was $60,000 and this is $43,000. So the monthly payments are less, interest is significantly less, the insurance is less, not paying for gas, way less, diesel, I should say, not paying for diesel, way cheaper. So far, everything has been cheap. I don't have to worry about oil changes or any of that stuff anymore. This has been an absolute pleasure to drive, but this changes everything because the Ram would not have cost me $4,000 in some repair. Not to say that it wouldn't at 73,000 miles, but the Ram was brand new and it still had full bumper-to-bumper warranty. If anything went wrong with it, I was not going to pay for it. So a $4,000 hit on this right after buying it, if that falls on my shoulders, that just kills the whole deal. Kills the whole deal for me. So stay tuned for the next video because we have currently submitted a claim with Silver Rock, who is Carvana's insurance company, or warranty company, whatever you want to call it. It's who you have to go through. So Rivian is working directly with Carvana, and we're going to try to get them to eat this $4,000 bill. And then, right before the 100-day warranty is up, right before I hit that 4,180-something miles, I'm going to go back to Rivian. I'm going to pay them another $250, and I'm going to let them do the whole thing over again. If they find anything else, I'm going to go right back to Carvana to try to get it replaced. This could be either the best deal I have ever gotten, or this is going to become a major burden. And we're going to find out together in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button to let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.